Moses Kuria is at it again. Before we look at his recent remarks, let's remind ourselves of what Kuria has been up to. A few days ago, this is what Kuria shared out. Moses Kuria, wacha niongee initoke. Industrial parks dead, special economic zones dead, export processing zone dead, manufacturing down to 6% of GDP, foreign direct investment lowest in 20 years, exports as percentage of GDP 10% down from 28%. After trying the big shoes by Rebecca Miano and Salim Vuria, I hope Governor Liki Nyanjui will make a difference. So Kuria here was painting a very bleak picture of Kenya's economy. Almost every sector is dead. A few hours ago, as I speak, Kuria shared out this. Honorable Moses Kuria, HSC, in another 50 days, the course of Kenyan politics will change for good. Win or lose. And then he has shared out that Raila Odinga's picture. So Kuria is saying a win or a loss. Kenya's politics will change for good. As a top government official, I don't expect Kuria to think of Raila Odinga losing. I don't expect that because the whole government is campaigning for Raila Odinga to win. And if you look on how top government officials are talking, they are speaking one language. A win for Raila Odinga because it's best suited for the position. But here we have a Kuria saying a win or a loss. Kenyan politics will change forever. I want us to put this into perspective for Kenyans to understand what's happening here and what might change in the event Raila Odinga wins or loses AUC come February. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. If Raila Odinga loses AUC, then he has got two options. He can decide to run for the presidency in 2027, or he can decide to support William Samoei Ruto. And if he decides to support William Ruto, then Raila Odinga will most likely deputize William Samoei Ruto. He will be the deputy president. That's the first option if he loses. If Raila Odinga wins AUC, then he still has two options. The first option, he can decide to stay as the AUC chairman. He can decide to serve his full term as AUC chairperson. He can also decide to resign to contest for the presidency. He cannot resign from AU to support William Ruto. If he resigns, that means he'll only resign to contest for the presidency. Those are the scenarios in the event Raila Odinga loses or wins AUC. And if you look at it from a different angle, most Raila Odinga's haters are wishing him to lose. And they are doing so because they know if Raila Odinga loses, then his working relationship with William Ruto will die. And should that relationship die, then regarding the Gachagua, political storm will rise. Most of Raila Odinga's haters, that's their thinking. That if Raila Odinga loses, then Rigathi will actually gain. That's very far from the truth. If Raila Odinga loses, chances are still very high his relationship with William Ruto will still continue. Raila Odinga can still deputize William Samoei Ruto. And that's a position, should Raila Odinga demand, William Ruto will easily give him that position owing to Raila Odinga's numerical strength on the ground. So Raila losing AUC does not in any way mean an automatic parting ways with William Samoei Ruto. And again, if you look at Raila Odinga, so far 21 African countries have endorsed Raila Odinga. His main challenge as the Djibouti candidate has been only endorsed by 2 countries. So again, Raila Odinga starts with a clear head start. And anybody wishing Raila Odinga to lose this seat, they will be in for a very rude shock. What's Moses Kuria trying to insinuate? I'm seeing a Moses Kuria who is not happy in William Ruto's government. And this is an issue we did discuss a few days ago. Kuria is not happy of his new position as William Ruto's advisor. Kuria is seeing people who are in Azimio getting top government positions, while him, who was on the forefront campaigning for William Ruto, he's just an advisor. So Kuria here clearly is not happy of his new role in William Samoei Ruto's government. I'm also seeing a very high possibility where Kuria is trying to seek attention. He wants William Ruto to recognize him. He wants to catch the attention of William Ruto so that he can be invited to a negotiating table for a better deal than the one he's currently holding. That's why Kuria has been sending mixed signals in the recent days. He wants to be invited onto the negotiating table for a proper deal. That's also something happening here. Kuria is also just trying to please the ground. Where Kuria comes from, the ground seems hostile to Ruto. Kuria is trying to please that ground. And he's doing that deliberately for his future ambitions politically. He can decide that come the next election, he may want to contest for an elective seat. So he's just trying to endear himself to that ground. He wants to paint a picture as a person in the government who is truthful to William Ruto, who is saying truth to power. That's also something coming out very clearly. We used to see Rigathi saying that he's a truthful man. I think Kuria is trying to grab that title from Rigathi Gachagua. He wants to be the new truthful man in William Samoei Ruto's government. And again, from where I sit, this might augur very negatively for Moses Kuria because William Ruto might not take this lightly. William Ruto can now decide to fix Moses Kuria. And at the end of the day, Kuria will be the one to lose because even on the ground, his support is not all that strong. He has just been hanging on William Ruto's court to remain politically relevant. And even in 2022 elections, he tried contesting for Kiambu gubernatorial seat, but he lost very badly. So his ground network is not all that good. If he parts ways with William Ruto, Kuria will be dead politically. He needs William Ruto to stay afloat. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Kuria is clearly trying to shoot himself on the foot. He might just be signing his sacking letter from William Ruto's government. Let me stop it there.